Good evening to all and welcome to the session, the Hindu Editorial Analysis for Proficiency in English. Today's editorial is all about elections in some states related to polity, and there are some important words you are going to learn. We'll start with the tone of the editorial. What is the tone of this editorial? As I said, this editorial is all about elections that are coming up in 5 states. Based on that, what is the tone of the editorial? The tone of this editorial is analytical and objective. There are two words here. I'm sure you all know the word analytical comes from analysis, singular, analysis, plural. But what is the word objective? What does it mean? I would like to give two words which are very important, meanings of those words. First, subjective opinion means personal opinion. These words have other meanings as well. In this context, subjective means personal. The other one, objective opinion, means based on facts. Yes, good evening. Good evening to all of you. Analysis singular, analysis plural. Here, subjective opinion, objective opinion. Editorial usually takes, it is not completely subjective, usually it takes objective stand. But I feel much better, Pandu. Yesterday also you asked me, much better but not completely fit. Still, I sound a little different. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Objective means based on facts. So here the tone of this editorial is analytical and objective. No personal stand taken by the editorial. It provides an overview of the upcoming state elections in Chhattisgarh, Mizoram, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Telangana, discussing the key players, parties, issues, strategies of the political parties involved. Elections, obviously, we have to talk about the key players, the parties, the issues, the strategies, the manifesto. The editorial does not seem to take a partisan stance. Partisan means what? Supporting a particular person or a particular party. It does not seem present in its negative form, but instead offers an assessment of the political landscape in these states and the potential implications or consequences for the national parties. What are the two national parties? The BJP and the Congress. How does it start? It starts with high stakes. Usually, the expression high stakes goes with business. Situation where, what does it mean? A situation where someone is going to gain or lose a lot, not small amount, a lot. Discussing about, not correct. Tapa, very good. There are certain verbs, after those verbs, we should not use any preposition. Common error, discuss about, wrong. We are discussing movies. We are discussing about movies, wrong. Order for, wrong. He ordered coffee. He ordered for coffee, not correct. And informed to, wrong. They informed the students. They informed to the students, wrong. And stress on. He stressed 2 points, not he stressed on 2 points. And the last one, exceptions are there. Attack, but not that important, don't consider. Good, Tapa, I appreciate that. Here, a situation where someone is going to gain a lot or lose a lot. High stakes. The stakes are very high. We also say the stakes are very high. Imagine a particular company has invested about 100 crores on a new project. A company has invested about 100 crores on a new project. Then we say the stakes are very high. If it works out, they gain a lot. If it doesn't work out, a complete washout. High stakes on the assembly elections in 5 states in November 2023. But what is the main idea of this editorial? Rejuvenated. Rejuvenated means what? An important word. Rejuvenate means to give energy or vigor. Vigor. To give energy or to give vigor to someone or something. You can also think of the word revitalize. Revitalize. Revamp, restore. Revitalize, better word. A rejuvenated Congress takes on a more resourceful and better funded BJP. When it comes to elections, two things are required. At the outset, you need strong party, strong leaders, popular leaders. Along with that, you need resources, resources, financial especially. Based on that, this editorial says a rejuvenated Congress takes on a more resourceful power, money, all these, and better funded BJP. How does it go? There is a tendency to equate elections to the 5 states of Chhattisgarh, Mizoram, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Telangana scheduled for an important expression. Scheduled for tomorrow, scheduled for next month. Do remember an important phrase. As a semi final before the Lok Sabha polls. A lengthy sentence still not over, not complete. There is a tendency to equate. So, what does it say? Because elections are going to be conducted in 5 states, and that too major states, big states, not small states, except one or two. They may say these elections are like semi-final before the Lok Sabha polls. Lok Sabha the ultimate, because 5 states they may say they may equate these elections to semi-finals before the Lok Sabha polls. So Lok Sabha polls finals, these elections semi-finals. But the editorial does not agree. There is a tendency to equate elections to the 5 states scheduled for next month as a semi-final before the Lok Sabha polls, but because it does not accept, agree, the contrasting word, but it is wrong to do so. It is in present tense. It is wrong to do so. Means what? It is wrong to equate these elections, the elections in the 5 states, as two uh, semi-finals to Lok Sabha polls. Not correct. It says it is wrong to do so. Why? As most have populations that rival that of major countries, rival in this context, it has been used differently. Part of speech, noun. Generally, rival means what? Competitor. He is my rival means what? He is my competitor. Rival. Enemy also you can say. Rival that of means you can compare, or they are more than. If you take the population of a small country and the population of some of these states, here you have more population. It is wrong to do so because, or as, most have populations that rival that of major countries and have specific electoral concerns. You cannot say these are like semi finals because of two reasons. First reason, based on the population factor, they have populations that rival that of major countries. And second dimension, they have specific electoral concerns. Each state, the concerns are different. What distinguishes this particular cycle of elections is a largely bipolar nature of the contest between the BJP and the Indian National Congress in three of them, with regional parties being significant only in Mizoram and Telangana. Of the five states, three states, it is going to be a bipolar contest. Bipolar, an important word, means what? Bi means two. Polar, in this context, parties. And what are the two parties? One is BJP and the other one is Congress party. But of the remaining, if you take the remaining two states, regional parties being significant, regional parties are going to play a crucial role. Here it talks about what distinguishes, what separates, what makes it distinct. This particular cycle of elections is the largely bipolar nature of the contest between BJP and Congress, with regional parties being significant only in two states. What are the two states? One is Mizoram and the other one is Telangana. In all three north central Indian states, of these five, three belong to north central. What are those three? In all three north central Indian states with a large Hindi speaking population, the BJP has sought to cash in on the popularity of the union government and increased support for its unabashed Hindutva ideology. If you take five states, three states are in the north central region and they have largely Hindi speaking population. It talks about that. And in these states, the BJP has the upper hand. What is the reason? In all three north central Indian states with a large Hindi speaking population, the BJP has sought, present perfect tense, but what is the verb here? Very good. Seek, Tripura Sundari. Sought. Has sought what? Has sought to cash in on, an important expression. Cash in on means take advantage of the popularity. Cash in on, take advantage of the popularity of the union government, one thing, and increased support for its unabashed Hindutva ideology. There is one word, unabashed, part of speech adjective. Means what? Without any shame. I'm sorry. Without any shame. But that is very derogatory. Better expression, without being embarrassed. Without being embarrassed, without any shame, means openly, deliberately. Don't use this expression. It is rather derogatory. Derogatory means insulting. I'm going to go to that. Please, cash in on means to take advantage. I have already said that three times. Anil Kumar. Cash in on, take advantage of. The BJP has sought to take advantage of or to cash in on two dimensions, two aspects. One, the popularity of the union government. Second, increase the support for its unabashed, open, intentional, deliberate Hindutva ideology. The Congress seeks. So, one sentence talks about what exactly the BJP is trying to seek. The other sentence talks about what the Congress is trying to seek. The Congress seeks, here has sought, present perfect, seeks present tense. The Congress seeks to append, an important word we have got a few times. Append, part of speech verb. To change, to turn something, to turn something upside down means to turn one's position, to turn something upside down. Very good. Exactly, Anusha. I appreciate that. To turn something upside down. The Congress seeks to append this, means change this, by promising a caste census and focusing on its record of implementing welfare measures or through a list of committed guarantees. BJP wants to depend on two things. One, popularity of the union government and the popularity of Hindutva ideology. On the other hand, Congress wants to depend on three things. One, promising a caste census. Second, focusing on its record of implementing welfare measures. for the downtrodden people. And third, a list of committed guarantees as part of the manifesto. Now it talks about each state. In Rajasthan, Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot remains popular on account of his government's welfare measures. But contrasting information, his MLAs do not enjoy the same confidence, complicating his party's task to retain power. Even if the scourge of factionalism seems to have been muted for now, a lengthy sentence looks like a paragraph. But what does it mean? In Rajasthan, which party is in power? Congress is in power. And the chief minister, Ashok Gehlot, seems to be popular. But positive side, the CM is popular, but same popularity MLAs do not enjoy. People don't have confidence. Because of this, it results in complicating his party's task to retain power, to get back to be in power, retain power, hold power. Even if the scourge of factionalism seems to have been muted for now, seems to have been, it is in passive voice, important pattern, non finite, muted. Mute we have got so many times. Part of speech verb means what? Silence. Congress party is known for factionalism. Same thing in the state of Rajasthan. But it says, for the time being, factionalism seems to have been muted. Still, there is a problem. What is that? MLAs do not enjoy the same confidence. That is a problem. Then it goes to the Madhya Pradesh MP. In Madhya Pradesh, Chief Minister Shivraj Chauhan has spent 18 years at the helm. That's too long. Helm means what? At the top, the CM post. National level, the PM, top position, at the helm, holding power, holding authority, controlling things. And you have to remember this expression, at the helm. For how long? In MP, Chief Minister Shivraj Chauhan has spent 18 long years at the helm, but he has a problem, faces anti-incumbency. Incumbent, we have got many a time. What does it mean? To be in power, to be in power or to be in authority. Incumbent CM, present CM. Anti-incumbency means against the government. In this context, what does it mean? Against the government. He faces, though he has been at the helm for 18 long years, he has a problem. What is a problem? He faces anti incumbency over issues related to government performance on the economy and social discrimination. But the fertile ground for Hindutva ideology in the state has provided the BJP a cache of committed voters that has kept it in the fray. A lengthy sentence again. Congress has a problem. What is a problem? Anti-incumbency. Again, you have to recollect two prefixes: anti, anti. ANTI means what? Against. ANTE means what? Before. These two always you have to keep in mind. Faces anti-incumbency or issues related to government performance on the economy and social discrimination. Discriminate means what? Treat someone differently, to show prejudice, social discrimination. But the fertile ground for Hindutva ideology in the state, that means in the state, people are ready to accept Hindutva ideology. That way it is fertile. But the fertile ground for Hindutva ideology in the state has provided the BJP a cache. How do you pronounce this? It's a new word we have got for the first time. How do you pronounce the word cache? Same pronunciation. Means a place where something is hidden. Something is hidden. Or something is hoarded. In this context, in the form of the people, there are a lot of people in the state and they are ready to welcome Hindutva ideology. That's what the sentence means. Look at the sentence. The second part. First part talks about anti-incumbency based on government performance on the economy, based on social discrimination. But the fertile ground for Hindutva ideology in the state has provided the BJP a cache of committed voters, means a group of committed voters that has kept it in the fray. In this context, in the fray means in the competition. Someone has written that meaning, I suppose. In the competition, in the fight, in the struggle. Exactly. Now going to Chhattisgarh. In Chhattisgarh, Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel has managed, present perfect, to stem dissidence. There are two important words. Answer my question, stem, which part of speech is it? Noun. Many of you know that, but stem can also be a verb. As a verb, it has two different meanings, opposite meanings, surprisingly. One meaning of stem, to originate. Something starts from somewhere, then we use the term stem. Second, to stop something, to prevent something. Two different meanings. To originate, positive meaning, and to stop or to prevent, negative meaning. This is an important word. Emanate, very good. Ravi Yadav. Oh, you are there, Ravi Yadav. Emanate, a very good word. I appreciate that. Dissidence, we have got so many times. What does it mean, dissidence? Opposing, oppose the party. Being in the party, you oppose the party. Then that is nothing but dissidence. In Chhattisgarh, Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel has managed to stem dissidence, means prevent, control dissidence within the Congress party, and is also seeking, present continuous, a battle on his government's welfare record. What are those government's welfare record? Farm loan waivers, increase in support prices for crops, and minor forest produce. All these benefits for the people at the grassroots level. Besides seeking to pander to the voters' sense of a regional identity. Even this word we have got for the first time. Part of speech, verb. It means to satisfy. In this context, that is a better word. To pander to the voters' sense of a regional identity means what? To satisfy to the voters' sense of a regional identity. And here, if you look at the dictionary meaning, it has a negative connotation, to indulge, gratify. Exactly, Anusha. But don't use those words in this context. Here, basically, what it means to satisfy the voters' sense of a regional identity. They want a regional party or regional identity. He is trying to seek power based on that particular idea. But the BJP again threatens to keep the contest close. In all the three places, the BJP again threatens to keep the contest close. Now, coming to the remaining two states where the regional parties are going to play a major role, editorial talks about the remaining two states. Rejuvenated means revitalized. Congress, following the Bharat Jodo Yatra and internal elections, believes it has the organizational wherewithal, an important word we have got for the first time. Congress recently, something has happened. One, Bharat Jodo Yatra by Rahul Gandhi, the other, internal elections, and based on this, a rejuvenated Congress following these two factors believes, sentence is in present tense, it has the organizational wherewithal. It has, again, present tense, talks about possession. Wherewithal, part of speech. Have you heard of this word any time? We have come across for the first time. Wherewithal means the resources, money, or power resources. It has organizational resources to take on the better funded and more resourceful BJP. It believes it has organizational wherewithal, means the party structure, to take on the better funded and more resourceful BJP in these three states. And its performance could well determine its ability to effectively contest the 2024 polls. They're going to give a sort of idea how it is going to be in 2024, how it is going to do in 2024 elections. Coming to the remaining two states, in Telangana, the Congress's revival, they've used the same word, rejuvenate, revitalize, revival, yes, revival has been more evident. Just because you have come across the word been, don't think it is in passive voice. Here it is in present perfect active voice. Do remember, it has been more evident, present perfect active voice, especially after its triumph in Karnataka. No one expected. Congress got thumping majority and overwhelming support. Triumph means what? Victory, not a small one, a major victory. The grand old party. What is the grand old party? The Congress. The grand old party now expects to provide a tough fight for the ruling Bharat Rashtra Samiti, BRS, where the BJP relegated to the role of a spoiler. People thought BJP would become a strong party against the BRS, but something went wrong. Now, the editorial also opines when it comes to the regional party BRS, which party is going to give the tough fight because of the triumph in Karnataka state, neighboring Karnataka state. Congress is going to give the tough fight. It is not the BJP. BJP has become a spoiler, means it tried something, it did not work, so now it is not in a commanding position. And there's one important word, relegate, part of speech verb, to send to a lower position. Usually it goes with gender. When we talk about gender, in the past, women were relegated to a lower position, an inferior status. Relegate, it has a negative connotation. Now he talks about the other state where the regional party is going to play a crucial role. The emergence of the Zoram People's Movement has changed present perfect. The equations in Mizoram promising a three-cornered fight in a traditionally two-party system. Mizoram state traditionally two-party system, but now it is going to be a three-party system. But Chief Minister Zoramthanga of the ruling Mizo National Front expects the overhang of the Manipur situation and his government's position to favor his party. Perhaps the stand taken by the government, his government, may favor his party in the elections based on the stand or the situation in Manipur. Coming to the fag end of the editorial, reiterates the main idea. These elections are no semi-finals. It starts with the same idea. These cannot be equated, and we cannot say these are like semi-finals. Same idea is being reiterated. These elections are no semi-finals, but the stakes are high for the two national parties in the fray. The stakes are high for the two national parties, BJP and Congress, in the fray, in the competition. I would like to touch the four courses I have been offering, existing courses, grammar course, essay course, English for banks, general English foundation course. Please have a look after the session. And there's an offer 33% off when it comes to grammar course. Essay course is not for those who are preparing for banks and SSC. It is for those who are preparing for civil services. Mains exam, there's one paper for 250 marks, and bank exams, there's an important and useful course. And general English, any competitive exam, you got to be good at the basics. That course is going to be useful. Let us go to questions based on this editorial. to improve or enhance your comprehension skill. What distinguishes the upcoming state elections in Chhattisgarh, Mizoram, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Telangana according to the editorial? Look at the options and choose the correct option. All that you have to do, tell the option number or letter. They are considered semi-finals for the Lok Sabha polls. They are characterized by a significant presence of regional parties. They are predominantly one-party contests. They are focused on issues related to foreign policy. Answer is the first option. They are considered semi-finals for the Lok Sabha polls. There is one important word here. They have given in many exams. They are considered as app, not YouTube. See, if you want to purchase those courses after the session, go to the description of the video. I've provided the link for the app. Click on the link, download the app. There you see the courses you can purchase, not on YouTube. My own app, Murthy's English. And after the session, you go to the description of the video. In the description of the video, you see the link. Click on the link and download the app. They are considered as semi-finals. Is this sentence right or wrong? Please answer. Please go through after the session. They are considered as wrong. It's a common error. After considered, you should not use as. They are considered semi-finals. Another one they have used many a time, they have called him as a fool. Is this sentence right or wrong? They have called him as a fool. This is also wrong. The verb called, then you cannot use as. They have called him a fool. It is correct. Don't say they have called him as a fool. Not correct. Question number 2. In which states is the contest between the BJP and the Congress largely bipolar according to the editorial? What are the 3 states where it is basically bipolar? Because here it is used as verb. Yes. So how to figure out the apt title under pressure? What do you mean by apt title? You mean to say the title of the passage? In the exam, they ask a question, what could be the appropriate title of the passage? Are you talking about that? Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Telangana. Is it B? Bipolar. Okay. Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Mizoram triparty. Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, and Telangana. Not correct. Mizoram, not correct. So, appropriate title. That's what you're trying to find out. See, if you want to, in every bank exam, usually SSC also, they give a passage, one question usually based on the title or the main idea. They ask the question, what could be the what could be the appropriate title of the passage? So title depends on the main idea. For this, you have to read the passage quickly, and only then you can answer this. If you don't have so much time and it's a lengthy passage, read the introduction, read the first sentence, topic sentence of every paragraph. Every paragraph begins with a topic sentence, then read the conclusion. If you do this, you can get the title. No second thoughts about it. This is how you have to get the title. Have you got it? Read the introduction, read the conclusion, read the topic sentence of every paragraph. You will be able to get the title, appropriate title. Should not be a problem. What complicates Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot's party's task to retain power in Rajasthan? Allegedly, allege means accuse. Who is that? Sharat HB. Accuse, allege. To say something is true, but without evidence, allegedly, without any evidence. Now, my pleasure, Pandu. What is the answer? Question number three. What complicates strong opposition? Lack of popularity of the union government, lack of confidence in his party's MLAs. That is a problem. Answer is C. Why does Chief Minister Shivraj Chauhan face anti-incumbency in Madhya Pradesh? When is the date, Ravi Yadav? Ravi, when is the date? Have you got the date? 4C. No, no. That is not the reason. It is not C. On two fronts, he could not do well. One, economic prosperity. Second, social discrimination used by the editorial. Social inclusivity. Answer is A, not C. No, no. Who has said C? That is the answer. That is not the answer. Answer is A. Because in the editorial, one sentence talks about Shivraj, Shivraj Chauhan, 18 years of tenure, but that is not an issue. He had to face the problem based on his performance related to economic prosperity and social discrimination means social inclusivity. Answer is A. Coming to your question, Ravi Yadav, I don't know if someone is there preparing for SSC CGL mains. When it comes to SSC CGL mains, please remember you have three areas. One is reading comprehension skill based passage, cloze test, scrambled sentences. Jumble, usually they don't touch. Then you have vocabulary, you have idioms, one word substitutes, synonyms, antonyms, misspelled words. Misspelled words. Then you have grammar, error location, sentence improvement. Then you have voice, speech, and fillers. Two topics are very important. This is useful for others also. Please listen. I would like to spend 2 minutes. Then we'll go to the next question. Ravi Yadav, reading comprehension skill, passage, cloze test, scrambled sentences, jumble. All that you have to do every day, spend 30 minutes, 10 minutes on one passage, remaining 20 minutes, you split a few minutes on scrambled sentences, a few minutes on cloze test, a few minutes on jumble. 30 minutes every day. And what is a source? Work on previous year's papers. Second, coming to vocabulary, work on important idioms, one word substitutes, synonyms, antonyms, and misspelled words. Try to work on important ones. Those you don't cannot remember. Easy ones you don't have to. Only difficult ones, complicated ones you spend time. Coming to error location, sentence improvement, all these depend this when it comes to sentence improvement. Second topic, voice speech. Spend a lot of time on voice and speech exercises and brush up the basics of English grammar and be thorough with 200 grammar rules. Already you have learned from me 200 rules, be thorough. Make sure all the rules are at your fingertips. And fillers also, once you're good at vocabulary, you're good at grammar, you can deal with fillers. But here, be good at prepositional combinations. Usually, SSC fillers, they touch prepositional combinations. And if you go with this approach, you will be able to manage. Ravi, are you there? This is how you have to spend your time. Don't go for new things. Whatever you have learned, try to consolidate. Consolidation is very important. Any competitive exam, it is not a question of whether you can answer or not. It is a question of how fast you can answer while taking the exam. To answer quickly, you have to have everything at your fingertips. For that, you got to consolidate whatever you have learned. This is what I would like to say, Ravi. I hope you're still there. Now, let us go to question number 5. In which state does the Congress expect to provide a tough fight for the ruling BRS, where the BJP's role relegated to that of a spoiler? My pleasure. Ravi, I'm sure this time you will get success. I wish you all the best. I want you to come out with flying colors. I'm sure you guys can answer this. Which one is this? An easy question, obviously. A silly question, rather. But for those who reside in Telugu states, it's an easy question. We have here people from across the country, students from across the country. That way, for others, someone in the north, it's a good question. That's all for today. I could not bring questions related to practice exam topics. Tight schedule, very tight schedule, and still not completely fit. Tomorrow, most probably, I'll bring the practice question based on exam topics. Thanks for being with me till the fag end of the session. I will see you guys tomorrow and wish you all the best, Ravi Yadav. Do well. Thank you.